So, okay. Hello, everybody. Hi. Just jumping on here to say hello and all that stuff and whatever else. I hope I didn't lose everyone in that weird technical moment that I had. Anyway, hope you're all doing well on this Thursday, and I'm doing fine. Doing fine. Getting myself up today and through this project that I'm really wanting to come to some conclusion real soon because I don't like hanging on to a project that long. And I'm trying to figure out how to lay these tiles properly. It's just, and they're copper tiles. There's my doggy. There's my George. My Georgie Porgy. Is that my Georgie? Hey, my Georgie. That's my baby. So yeah, high resistance, the resistance. Hello. I don't know how long I'm going to stay on here. I just get on to if anything, just to say hello and let you guys know I'm doing all right. Um, I had it all set up in my other room, which I could have done some show and tell, maybe play a song for you. Um, but hey, I got my dogs with me. Yeah, oh shame. This is Samantha over here. You can't see her right now. We got Tammy right here. And this is George, my Georgie Gorgie. Oh, he's my precious baby. They're all so precious. Precious babies. Anyway, I don't know. I think I have some gigs coming up. Blah, blah, blah. Get online. See where I am. Come out to see me if you're around or if I'm around. And I don't know. The rest of the time, I'm just working on that right now, which is my fireplace project, and on the side, trying to figure out the origins of life. Going down some fun roads with ancient ancient knowledge, I guess you'd say. You can find that just by opening the Holy Bible. But I'm going down some archaeological paths that I like, and etymological, mythological, whatever you want to call it. Oh boy. Oh, I guess we have some company. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I know it sounds so stupid, but I'm on this real kick of Kemetic language or Kemet language, Rana Kemet, Rana. You've heard, I'm sure, if you're into Egyptian, like everybody is, you know. Um, Rin. Rin means name. It's actually Rana if you want to say it that way, the more ancient way. Ra meaning according as, and Na, our, everybody. So that makes the name. That makes for the phoneme Rin, which means name, according to everybody, is what that means. Name. It's interesting. Anyway, just going down that road, that's really boring to most people, believe me. I know, Renee, you're trying to reach me. I see you on the phone here. But you had your chance. You had your chance. Okay. But let's see. I should start doing like maybe a phoneme, a phonograph, an Egyptian phonograph, or maybe an ideograph for the day. Let's see, which one will I pick here? I guess I did just then. That would be Rana, Rana or Rin. There's your, and let's see if I can find the symbol for Rana for you. Um, let's see if I say phonetically on the IPA system, which is what I use here. It's just fun. I like these apps. People are like, Michael, you got to go to college for it. No, I don't. Watch me. There's an app for it. Anyway, so let's see. Rana. Okay. We have a lot of stuff with Rana, but there you are. There's name, and that would be in this. Well, you can't see it. If I can get it to be seen, there you are. Right. So you got name. You see that little thing that looks like a mouth above that. That below it is water. Okay. The mouthpiece is the mouthpiece means Ra. Right. That's not Ray, and it doesn't mean the sun Ra. It means according to us, is one way to put it in its definition, Ra. So anytime you see that mouth like that in Egyptian, it's usually a setup for what they're about to speak, according to is what they're saying, and then they'll say something following that little symbol. Then sometimes you'll see that little symbol with the water symbol, the Na symbol. And for anyone that gets into ancient Egyptian, uh, the language and the orthography itself, then you'll some people become confused with that little squiggle symbol, um, thinking it is an M, and that's where because that's where the symbol and the Latin letters for M that it comes from the Na symbol, but the Na symbol, the reason why the M comes from it, it was Semitically, some Semites, maybe Phoenicians, I can't remember who it was, but some Semites were trying to spell, or they were spelling, I forget. Somebody correct me on this. They were spelling out, I think the word Aleph or Aleph. Aleph, this would have been Ptolemaic era of Egypt, at least post. Aleph and Bet was the word, which is where you get the word alphabet from. But the letter that's in there that represents the M, I don't know what the confusion is for that era, why that they particularly use the character Na for a Ma character, other than if you put two or three of those water symbols on top of each other, that becomes what's called a Mu symbol. Mu, which has a Ma to it. That's the only thing. But that's usually two or three of those. Mu means water in ancient Egyptian. Mu, which is part of Moses' name, Musha, Musa. Mu, meaning water. Sa, meaning born or boy or child. So he was the first water boy. Waterborn is what that means. It's one way to look at the name phonetically, Musha or Musa. We say Moses or Moses, which that can mean born of, the mus symbol. There's another one for you, the mus symbol, which means born or born of. And if you put another S or a Sa with it, there you have boy again. So you have a born child. Born of, but born of what? That's why you always have Moses or Moses with another name in ancient Egyptian, like Amun Moses, or which means, it's paying homage to the god Amun, which is a god of wind. Could mean many things. He was a god of grace, different things, attributes with that god. Tutmosis would be the god Tuati, which is, we know him as Thoth. Look at me. This is where my mind goes, guys. This is it. You're probably sitting there just yawning. I'm trying to figure out ancient Egyptian. Why I don't. It's fun. It's fun. And I see words and things that we use today. Not just the words, but the alphabet itself. What happened was ancient Egyptian. So they were noticing that the early Christian, the Egyptian Christians, were speaking and writing a language called Coptic, right? And in this Coptic language, which we still have the culture of the Christian Coptic Church in Egypt today, and they still in the church speak the tongue of Coptic. If you look at Coptic, and a lot of Greek letters come out of Coptic or go through Coptic. No linguist, but it went from something like ancient Egyptian hieroglyphic type of demotic, what they call demotic, and then into like a freehand demotic. I think that's what actual demotic is. Then like a demotic Greek came in, and then it went from demotic Greek into Coptic, which is interesting because things like the letter A is where we got from basically from the Egyptians. It was the symbol for an ox, which the symbol meant Yah or I. Sorry, it might be backward. I think it's Yah, Yah. Not like Yahweh, once again, no. But the sound, Yah, meant ox, and it became the symbol for what would become the symbol for the letter A that we use in the Latin letter system. It's interesting. Interesting stuff. I find that fascinating, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know if I'm a nerd because I'm really not smart. So I just find I'm an insatiably curious and a guru of what not to do. Yeah, that's me. Let's see. It's Don. I just wanted to say hello from Southwest Florida. Well, hello to the Vegas agency, Don. I don't know who this could possibly be, but I hope your agency is doing well. If you need an artist on your agency, give me a call. Shit. Anyway, Don, I know I'm boring you with all this stuff, and Renee, and anywho, but la 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 la. I really hate talking to myself. I do not get off on this at all. I don't like it one bit. It doesn't make me happy. It makes me very uncomfortable. I'm sweating profusely from my armpits right now. Don't know what to do. Oh, but let's see. Samantha, why do you keep bullying me, man? This is ongoing. Princess Samantha, once again, ladies and gentlemen, Princess Samantha. Okay, you good? Okay. All right, so anyway, I'll give you a call, Don, and yeah, that's about it. I don't know what else. I'm trying to keep my nose above the water enough in this business to not disappear or drown completely. But I am healing and in a healing process still. Don't know when that's going to stop, but I don't count the days. I just get up and go one foot in front of the next, and it's not so bad. It's not so bad. Yeah, the weather's nice. Been really nice. Um, hmm, maybe I'll go out in the wind and look towards the sun and try to gain inspiration. That's how we do it. Um, oh boy. Anyway, all right. Kathy says, here's an idea. Call someone and let's listen in. All right. So let me see here. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Let me see. I bet some people are getting offline right now that know I have their number. Boop. Let's see here.
Your call has been I'm watching.
Hello. I swear it just said your call has just been, and it went to like a voicemail thing. What was that?
Oh, is that what happened?
That was.
Okay.
Is it doing it? It's doing it right now. Watch when you get on there. Now we're going to start this weird, time paradox through the phone now.
Oh, okay.
This temporal paradox.
It's like your call has just been like a voice. Oh, is that what happened? That was. Okay. Is it doing it? It's doing it right now.
See, and this is going to keep happening. It's in this temporal loop that we can't get out of now, Don. We're stuck in this temporal loop in time, just looping around. We're going to hear exactly what I just said again here in a moment.
Okay.
Then it's going to come back through my phone and then go back through. See how this works? It's like feedback, right?
Yeah.
It's like audio feedback.
See, this is going to keep happening. It's in this temporal that we can't get out of. We're stuck in this temporal loop in time.
We are stuck in this temporal loop in time.
Exactly what I just said again here. Well, I'll tell you what. I just wanted to let you know that we're in South Florida now, but we're headed back to Buffalo.
Okay.
And as a matter of fact, I'll be heading to the airport here in a few minutes. But we're going back to see the eclipse. It's the total eclipse will be in the Buffalo area.
Oh, well, that's cool.
Yeah.
The total eclipse in the Buffalo area of New York. Okay.
And my daughter's having an eclipse party. We're in South Florida.
Well, let's hope that you get out of this temporal loop that you're stuck in so you can enjoy the eclipse.
Right.
We're going to keep reliving these moments over and over. This is very interesting. Okay. Anyway, how you been? How you doing? You doing all right?
Good. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Like I said, I've been down here for 3 months, Linda and I, and we're headed back to Buffalo. We're looking forward to seeing our grandson and our family there. And looking forward to get back into the regular routine with the family.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Yeah.
Don is a big family guy. You're probably down in Florida visiting family, right?
Well, there has been family down here, but we haven't.
You've been getting some golfing in, haven't you, Don?
I'm getting a kick out of this loop.
I know, right?
It's crazy.
Yeah, you tried to get yourself off that whole golfing comment there with that loop, but yeah.
Well, you know what? Because of this loop driving us nuts, Let me call you in a couple of days and we'll have a regular
Why
conversation.
don't you? Yeah, it's going to take a couple days at least for this loop to get back, at least to normal time, and yeah, get
Okay.
away from it. All right. All right.
Okay, say hi to everybody. Say hi to Lucy
Well,
and
you
everybody
just
in the
did.
band for
Don
me.
McGreevy says hello to everybody, and give my love to your family. Oh my God, what is going on? All right.
Okay, brother. I'll talk to you.
All right. Talk to you later. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Boy, that's funny. That's strange how that works, How you hear yourself and then it comes back through and then it throws itself. And I should know that being in this field, but what a great delay, a latency that's going on between the two. Let me try one more here. Here we go. Let's see who the phone. Maybe that's what this will happen. Oh, no, that's not happening. No, 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 no. No, I tried calling someone else, but they seem to be having problems with their phone today. Let's see. Um, that's what I should start doing. Kathy, you're right. Maybe I should just start calling some people. Maybe I'll make some random calls. Do I have to tell them that they're on air? Probably be courteous to do that. Let's see. um, hmm, 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 hmm. I don't know. I'll do this for a moment. Just because, and we'll see if he answers. Let's see.
Hello,
Hey, Bill.
Mikey Grimmer. What's up, man?
Bill, let's not say anything really bad. I got you on recording. Um,
Okay.
let's not go into our regular conversations. Um, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, man. How are you doing?
I am excellent now that I'm talking to you. I didn't expect you to answer. I was going to leave you a voicemail and just say I love you.
Well, I love you right back. I'm in a store. I'm doing some shopping, and
see, Bill,
why don't I
you'll
call
answer
you?
the phone no matter what for me, and I love you. I thank you for that. No, give me. I
Well,
just wanted to call you. I was doing my thing online, and I'm like, I don't know. I have nobody to talk to. Who better to talk to than the Bill right now? I've been meaning to call you anyway. So,
well, I'm gonna call you when I get home.
all right, give me a shout. I love you.
I
Enjoy
love you
your
good.
stay. Hopefully, your eyes aren't bigger than your stomach.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
All right.
Right.
All right. Love you. All right.
Okay, I love you,
All
man.
right. All right. Bye. I don't blame Bill for like, hey, I don't need to talk right now about things to people. Maybe that's not what he was saying. Actually, that wasn't. He's busy. But, when you call somebody and you say, look, I'm in the middle of being recorded right now, and I'm just throwing you right into the lion's den here, you know. But this is what I'm going to start doing. That was Bill Medley, by the way. But this is what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start calling people like this, and I'm going to make it random, even. Pretty uncomfortable for some, I know. We'll see how close friendship, really can be defined with some people. Let's see here. Let me see. This is actually quite fun in theory. Um, until somebody gets angry with me. Hopefully Bill Medley's not one. I don't think so. Bill's like my dad. I mean, like he's like my musical dad. I don't think he would get it. If he did get upset with me, he would tell me because he loves me. He'd tell me, and he'll even if he wants it to be private, and he'll say, look, I want it to be private, and I don't want you doing that, kid, and I'll respect that, and I'll let all of you know. No, I would never do that. Anyway, let's see. Who else can I I wish you can do like the days of crank calling, like disguise my number, Crank calls some people. That would be hilarious. Actually, I used to do that when I was a kid. Me and my cousin John Curtis, we used to crank call, and my sister Lisa, Lisa, me, and John Curtis would get on and crank call people. We'd have a great time with it. Mm, mhm, mhm. Let's see. Who do we have here? Um, mm, 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 mm. I don't know. There's some people who would really, I'm sure, get uncomfortable if I called them. That's how well I know them. If I called them and told them, "You are on record," just like Bill. He's like, I gotta go. I'm out uh, shopping. But honestly, I just don't like talking to myself. I say that I've been talking to myself for going on last 30 minutes here. Let's see. Mhm. I don't know. I don't know. There's a ton of people I could call, but then again, I might owe money. I don't know. And then I get on there and they're like, "Yeah, you owe me money, you bastard. You still owe me." I'll be like, I forgot about that. Let's see. Let's I don't know. I never go through my phone, and it turn my phone off unless I'm, watching something maybe on YouTube, but that's about all I subscribe to. And I don't even do the Facebook or the MySpace or the MyFace, whatever you call them. I don't do those things. I don't. Let's see. I don't know. I mean, I could call anybody. I always feel like I'm bugging people, when I call somebody. And I always feel like if I text people, I overanalyze what I'm sending. Somebody will text me something, go to send them something back to make it simple, let them know just information is the way I look at it. Here's the information. Sometimes people don't, know how to, there's no body language in texting. So they'll take it based upon their mood, whatever mood they may be in, right? I think it's just a human condition. I've done it. Oh, what do they mean? Yes. What are you telling me? No. They just said no. I asked them if they wanted to have cucumbers with their salad. They said no. Wait. I don't know. And I always overthink it. And then I go into like typing out like this long, what would be a letter or maybe a memoir in some cases. I don't know. And start talking about my life like I'm doing now. And then I go, wow, you're overthinking it, Michael. And then I just don't send the text at all. I swear to God, guys, this is what I do all the time. So if you get a text from me, you're one of the lucky ones. Because, and I say that you are. And please do not smite me if I ever text you, because it might be the last time you'll get a text from me. That's my smite to anybody if I don't know you, especially. I don't know. That whole strings attached thing is huge in the entertainment business. I get enough of it there. When I'm out of it, I don't like it even when people are joking about it. I don't mind joking, but it deeply offends me. It can. I don't care at the end of the day, offensive or not. Offended. Offended. I'm so offended. I don't care. But anywho, I am not going to call people in the state of mind I'm in right now. I'm in a bit of a manic state, I guess you would call it. I don't know. It's my manic Thursday. And anybody that gets in direct line of this energy or whatever you want to call it might want to strangle me in the end. That typically seems to be the end result of most conversations with people these days with me. Um, they tend to want to strangle me for some reason or not like what I'm saying, I guess. I'm too grim of a person to be around. I tell people this too. Look, guys, I don't mind being grim. I don't. It's not like being, to me, grim. To me, happiness is overrated, first off. Okay. I even put that in a song once. I believe in it so much. Happiness is overrated, but it's okay to be neutral. There's nothing wrong with that. It's okay to be neutral. It's okay to be it's okay to be happy, but I don't go searching for happiness. I just don't. Because when I search for peace, you know, and if happiness comes with it along the way, for the small little moment, it's always a moment, happiness. So at least for me, and I'm speaking about me. Let's see. No, I want to contact somebody. I want to, but I'm just not going to, guys. I got to set them up. I got to set them up. I do once in a while, though, make a call like I did there, and people might be in the bathroom. I don't know why people answer the phone when they're in the bathroom. This is a thing. This is a thing. I don't want to embarrass anybody calling them. You hear that reverb sound. You know they're in the bathroom. You're like, "Where are you?" "Oh, I'm outside." "What?" "No, you're not. You're in a very small room with hard, echoey walls. They're very echoey, and you can hear everything in that small little room." Yeah, guys, just so you know, next time you're calling when you're sitting on the throne, and you're talking to somebody, and you think they can't they don't know that you're not in a bathroom or a restroom or a water closet there in Europe, okay? All right. They don't know you're in a latrine, right? And or you think they don't know, but guys, let me tell you, you can tell. I don't know if you can when somebody's in there, but I can tell. I know people know what I'm talking about. I can tell. And you know, it's unnecessary is all I'm saying. You know, sometimes you don't have to answer the phone. Actually, a lot of times you don't have to answer the phone. This thing right here, and I am a hypocrite, but I'm telling you, it's amazing. It really is. It's truly amazing. All hail to the blue panda. The blue panda and all of its tribes of cults that go along with this blue panda. That's what I call it, the blue panda. I don't know why. Because the blue panda came to me in a dream and said, "I am the blue panda." "Who are you, blue panda?" "You will know me." That's what the blue panda said. "You know me." And we have an altar to the blue panda. I'm on the altar right now talking to you through the altar of the blue panda. Some are going, "Michael's gone crazy." Others that are religious, really hardcore. Please do not take this so seriously, people. Get out of the dogma that you live in, people. Come out of the dogma a bit. Come out of the dogma. Come out of the garden you got to get out of the trees to see the garden. But if you get out of the trees to see the garden, by that point, you're not allowed back into the garden. So, for those of you who do not want that sort of knowledge, that forbidden tree, I do tell you, do not eat from that. What are you talking about, Michael? That is not what that means. I know, right? I don't know anything actually. I just that's my perspective on mine. My perspective. And I go to babbling like they did in Babylon. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Speaking languages I don't even know. Egyptian. But I feel like I'm running out of time, especially with my near-death experience recently that I had. And when I came out of that, I'm going, I'm just going to enjoy the things, just enjoy life because when it's all said and done, I'm not coming back. You know, at least I don't think I am. I don't know. For anybody that says you know, good for you. I don't know. I don't know. But while I am here and while I have a little bit of time left, while you all have just a little bit of time, man, took that recent near death for me to come to that conclusion. I want to live a happy life. What is a happy life? Letting it come when it comes. How am I going to let it come? I need peace. I need to live peace. And where do I get peace? I get peace in my insatiable curiosity of mankind itself, the history of man, which is anthropology, um, studying man is to study myself, the history of man, that is. And that's where I'm at in my life. That's where I'm at right now in this moment. And I don't know if there's anything to take from it all, just the enjoyment of it. And that's all that matters for the moment. It's all that matters for the moment. And I could go back to school. I've had people say that to me. Why don't you go back to school? Why don't you go to school? Why don't you go to school, Michael, and go to college and go get your GED and go to college? And I don't want to sit in classes. I don't want to sit in classes. I hated it. I hate being around people. I don't hate people. I hate being around those environments like that. And I always did. I have social anxieties. So I learn on my own. What I do, I figure this is the best way because I'm stupid, right? So I figure the smartest way that a stupid person can learn. Figure out what the books are that they are learning in college systems based on the subject that I'm going after. Because they're going somewhere, right? You go you go to college, that professor, he or she or they are learning from knowledge that are in books that have been well written, whether in stone or papyrus, okay, long ago things. I want those things. I want that material. I don't so much go for the person in between the book. The book, somebody may need to interpret that stuff, but I feel like, well, there's a way that I can learn to interpret those things. In the end, what's it all matter anyway? It's just all entertainment for myself. Let's see here. I'm gonna start closing this up because I start talking and I don't know if people are even interested in these things. Um, the resistance says emojis are great for helping with your message. Um, hmm. I'm taking it. The resistance is talking about hieroglyphs. Emojis are great for helping. I'm assuming that's what you mean. Um, well, oh, with helping with your method. Oh no, I know what you're talking about with the body language. Yes, when I was talking about body language, the lack thereof. I do use emojis, which like they are like a new day hieroglyph in that sense, but they're not so much used like a hieroglyphic would be used. Somebody could correct me on that. I don't know. Not in the way that I use. I'm using them like the way the resistance is talking about. Is with showing my emotion. which is what I guess their emotion emoji. Yeah. Um, body language there, but you still, you're still losing a lot of. That's what I consider the sixth sense. The sixth sense is the body language. Um, you need your eyes to see that with. That's one of the senses. But it really is like you could pick up. It's a sense in that way. We all know it because you just see words. Otherwise, if it and you get no emotion without that sense, without body language. There's no emotion put into the words. It's not sung in that way because that's what a song is. In that respect, you're putting emotion forth behind the words. Passion behind words is a song, and in all respect and definition. Um, let me see. Kathy says, "Well, I'll send you our numbers." Well, you can if you want. I recommend you do not do that online, but you to each their own. And I will call you. I do not get on any. I don't do even. I do not even do. What do you call it? Email. I don't even do email. I have an email so that I can fill out forms because everything needs an email on a freaking form. But I do not do emails either. So people ask me for an email. I'm like, no, okay, here it is. Not going to work. So just know that. I'm strictly a phone call person and text. That's it. That's it. And this is the other thing, whatever this is, social media, I guess. Um, yeah. Um, Gypsy says she's in the Netherlands, so it's going to be expensive to call her. But I'd still call you. I'd still call you. Say hello to the Netherlands and all of you Vikings out there. Um, let's see. Do. And I don't know what else to say. I'm just going to leave it here, guys. That was the. I never got to show you what the. Well, I guess that was Ren. But here's the other way you could say Ren. Okay, watch. Here we go. This is name, right? So if you can see it here, like it's. Let me see. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Okay, there we go. This, right? So that says Ren or Rana. And see that little determinative above my finger next to that guy on the ground? That's the determinative. Oh, for what you know as a cartouche, which actually they would call a shin, plural, shinu, plural. A shin means encirclement, and that's what it does. And the encirclement, like a wedding ring, means eternity. So when you put your rin, which is your rana, your name, inside of the shin or cartouche, you have uh, you have your name protected for eternity. And the name is one of the most important components to your soul, as far as the ancient Egyptians or the Kemets thought it to be. One of seven components, seven, God's number, always has been, even in the Egyptian times. Seven components. If I can think of it, is so you have your personality known as the Ba. Okay. Now, when we're talking about, by the way, and I'll leave you on this because I know a lot of people who go down the road of trying to understand uh, the theology and mythology of the ancient Egyptians and their gods, and the religion of Heka is what it's called. Heka. Now, because in oh boy, going down a long road here, Michael. There's so many things that I want to say, and I just don't want to say at the same time. Because when I start going down this road, I know there's a lot of people that will they want to know what angle maybe I'm coming from. I'm not coming from any religious angle when I'm going down any road to the past, because there's enough of religion in that that I don't need to go from that perspective. There's nothing wrong with going from the religious perspective in there, but I think you have to choose a perspective to go in from. And my perspective is going in based on hard evidence. And yes, you can get the hard evidence in this world of archaeology. You know, it's in stone and it's in papyrus, can be carbon dated with science. If you don't believe in the carbon dating, then whatnot. Nobody went around Egypt and all of Mesopotamia and went and chiseled in a bunch of stuff that um, just to confuse things. Nobody puts that sort of effort. There are people that believe that. No, what is in stone is definitely in stone. How long it's been there can be debated. Okay. Um, I don't like to take a phallus approach to archaeology. Um, and I don't like any other people to take any phallus approach to archaeology, to the science itself, and from a more specifically from a non. Uh, there's nothing wrong with religious, but what happens is people get in a dogma, and I don't like going down that road when I'm looking up history. When somebody is trying to fight for every bit of what they believe the Bible is saying, and then say, well, archaeology doesn't say it, so therefore, if that's not the case, well, then you're misunderstanding, first off. So this is where I have a lot of disagreements with a lot of people, and they do with me in this world as I go in my process, that is, of learning. I don't listen to anybody. I never have. And a lot of people know that about me. They call me hard-headed in life, but I just don't listen to anybody. I think most people should be that way. If you have to listen to people to help you, then go ahead. If somebody's saying something to me that is helpful, I will listen, but I typically don't listen to people, and therefore I've never been good with any leader type of people. I just don't. I don't know. I question a lot of things. Is what happens, and then they wind up not liking me as a result. It's not me not liking them. I have no problem with anybody's opinion. Some people just have a problem with my opinion and my approach on learning and how I like to learn, how I choose to learn. I go straight to the source once again. In the case of archaeology, I go to, in Egyptology, I go to the stone. Let me just say it that way, literally and metaphorically. I go to the stone, and I don't need any middleman or woman in between, and that telling me this and that. If I get confused on something, I don't act like I know it. I don't draw any conclusions. I have a lot of tax, man, that I put up, and I keep them up there. I never draw any conclusions on something that I cannot conclude yet. And then somebody comes along the way saying that I can conclude it. Well, convince me and show me, but you're going to have to show me hardcore evidence to make your claim work for me in any way. I'm just hard to. I don't try to be, but I'm that guy. I'm the skeptic only because I have been fooled by others only to realize that it is me that's fooling myself in the end, and I really hate fooling myself. I'll be the first to admit my wrongs when I make a mistake, where others just will not down the line, and to each their own. Go ahead. But my way of learning is just the way I like to learn. I go straight to it, straight to it. No college professors, none of that stuff to hinder me in my way of thinking. And if somebody wants to contest that and debate that with me, I would love to have that conversation without any fallacy, though. I love having good conversation with people. I'm learning. I'm always learning. I don't know. I don't know. Well, I know, or I know someone who knows. I'll contest that and say, no, you don't. And if you're talking about Jesus, I'll agree with that. But no, I'm not. Nobody living on this planet will be. I don't look up to anybody. I'm sorry. You can say it's arrogance. It's not. It's caution. It is high caution. I've been bitten so many times by people. Yes, a bit cynical, you could say. I'm 45 years old. By God, I earned a right to be a bit cynical. I don't call it cynical, though. I call it wiser. I'm wiser. I don't put a prejudice on anything unless I really know. Unless I really know what it is. And I'm like, I don't want to put my time back into that again. That's the way I am. I do not look at things in life and see something beyond that because I have a hard time enough trying to figure out what I'm looking at right here, right now, and what this is alone. Everybody else that thinks on that one, good. You may. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm a big walking agnostic in most of my views. I don't think in God I am that way. I say I don't think in God that I'm agnostic. I don't think so. Anyway, I love learning about man and mankind, and I want people to come together in this knowledge of learning, and at least when I'm learning on it. If you ever want to talk about the topic and you want to bring it up to me, please do. I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Know what point of view I like to come from. And if you're coming in holding that double edged sword at me, know that I got one too. It's the same one, by the way, guys. So we'll be sword fighting with the same sword. Um, but I don't mind talking these things. I spent my life questioning everything, never having any answers to it all. Wanting to know before I die. I love the resistance. You have to be a skeptic. A lot of people are full of hello. And boy, isn't that. Well, you do have to be a skeptic in life, you know? You do. You do. I think you're doing better when you play the devil's advocate, man. Because if nobody is going to be playing the devil's advocate, that's the devil really getting his way with you. Because you're not going to see what's coming around that corner if you do not be a skeptic in life. I am I am a I am a moron, guys. I know this. I know a lot of people out there listening to this going, yeah, 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 looking at each other. Yeah, yes. At least he understands this. At least he gets it. But those same people may not be willing to admit that they too are ignorant. They're, the ones that will go, oh yeah, he's an ignorant. Michael's well known for being stupid, and boy, I am well known for being the stupid man that I am. I wake up every day curious as to why I'm still alive, making it another day. learning the best I can from my experience. And as far as the knowledge goes, without experience, I take all of that the best I can with a grain of salt. That's anything written or spoken from anyone, no matter how good it sounds. Life is full of woozle trails. Once again, guys, look up woozle trail. Type in woozle trail. That's like weasel with a W-H. Okay, woozle trail. Okay. You can Wikipedia that definition. They have a good one under Wikipedia. I don't recommend Wikipedia a lot. They don't typically get things correct like me. But they did on this one. Woozle trails are real. And if anything, maybe if you get on Wikipedia and it's the wrong information about a woozle trail, maybe you found another woozle trail. I don't know. I hate woozle trails. Information that keeps me off of reality. Well, there has to be some truth to it. So and so said it years ago or whenever. They're still alive too. Yeah, but they said they didn't say that. Then why else did it get big or whatever the woozle trail may be out there? Guys, you're wasting your time, but go ahead, be entertained. When you find yourself going in circles and you realize that the footprints you are looking at all of a sudden are your own footprints that you've been following, please make that realization sometimes and jump off that trail, man. Jump off that trail before you lose friends. Because other people around you go, I don't know what's going on with that person, why they're going down that road so heavily when that road clearly leads to nothing. It just circles back in on itself. And they just insist on that it's going to lead them to something. No matter what you tell them, no, there's something to it because I read this or I heard this. Hmm. You didn't feel it, you didn't touch it, and you're going to stay on that damn trail no matter what. Well, go ahead. I'm going to jump back on the road called reality and truth, fact. Okay. And I'm just that guy in life. I am a realist. I'm a realist. Womp, womp, womp. I do not see a negative point of view in life. I see reality and I see the truth. At times, I see the truth when it's not so clouded up. And if people want to talk about the truth, I don't mind talking about the truth. The truth needs to be talked about. Truth needs to not be looked at as always being happy either. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Who am I? I'm a guy without an education, special education. That's Michael. So I'm not claiming to be any smart person at all. Curious though, and then dead one day. Hopefully, I'll live a long life, and hopefully, all of you will too. And I love ending things on a grim note. And on this grim note, I shall leave. Guys, thank you for hanging in and getting through this with me. I appreciate you. Dorothy, Kathy, Gypsy, the Resistance, Renee, everybody, guys, I love you. And Scuzz Bucket, love you too. And I will see you guys. I will see you guys next Thursday. Um, yeah. Peace.